Hey y'all, it's Shelby and we are in the VIP. Today we are making a garland from start to finish. So I might bust this up into two parts, I don't know, but we'll see. We might do a two-part, that way it's not one really long one. We might do our base first and then go from there. So we have a flocked base from Walmart for $12.98. This is my first time doing this, so we're doing it together. I've used these flocked garlands before, but not like this. And this is my first style. So we're about to do this thing together. I'm just going to start unfolding it and start bending it out. Now this is a little less thick than I thought it was. That wire in there is thick. Goodness. All right. So I'm going to start fluffing this bad boy out. Now this actually, I love the flocking, but this actually is a lot more flimsy than I expected it to be. Not flimsy, just thin. A lot thinner than I was expecting. I think that's the word I'm looking for. But still pretty. Still very, very versatile. Super good for a template because you don't have to buy a lot of flocked picks and stems. You can really use this as a good filler. Even if you took one of these and ran it throughout a wreath instead of buying a bunch of different flocked picks and stems. But we are going to make this work. Ooh, and it's about to be a big old mess. That flocking is something serious. Okay. Now, this doesn't have a whole lot going on, but we're going to fix that. All I'm going to do is use a base color of burlap. So you saw me tell you about this for that pink and leopard garland that I did. And that's what we're going to do on this one. Because I'm not trying to completely cover up this garland. I don't need a bunch of colors. And I don't need a bunch of mesh. I don't know why I'm putting it in a dang line. But we're only using one color, so we probably will use the whole roll, if not a little bit more. Because it's only a single color. And there it goes off my table. Do I get tired of hearing me say that? I get tired of hearing me say that. I need a table with a lip or up against a wall. So I'm not measuring, I'm just rolling and cutting. See if that's big enough to use, and it is. All right, let's start placing. So again, I hold it against my chest, let it naturally roll together, and then I scrunch it. We're just gonna start here at the bottom and place our first piece. And I'm not gonna go every piece. I need some filler. I need to make this, you know, a little bit wider. So I'm still probably going to work in kind of a triangle pattern. That way I have some in the middle and some along the outsides. Because I still do need this to be a good filler. It needs to help this be a little more full than what it actually is. It's our cheap little alternative. And I'm just twisting that pine around each piece. And this, you know, a lot of these other garlands, even when they're thin, they have a lot of pine to work with, and whew, these flocked ones do not. So, just gotta make it work for you. But look how pretty that is. So now you have your burlap and you have your little snowy effects coming up through it. I hope y'all's week has been great. It is Friday. We got a cold front coming in. Oh my gosh, so it's been cloudy all day. It's been a little muggy, but it's been cloudy, and you can feel that coolness coming in with that breeze. It's like a whole other season starting. I love it. Oh yeah, we are definitely going to use 2 rolls of this ribbon. I thought I was going to space them out more, but I think because I need that filler, that they're not getting as spaced out. And they don't have to be perfect. You don't have to have them super evenly spaced. Like if you had it, you know, closer together down there, you can just, wherever you think it needs to go. But, you know, when I do a 9-foot, I usually use 3 rolls of 3 different colors. So obviously this one's going to take 2. It might take 3. I feel like it's spaced out more than a typical garland. Maybe it's not. The beautiful thing about us doing this together, though, is y'all get to see me and how I problem solve, or see how it works out for me. You don't have to know everything about your project when you go into it. Again, why am I doing that? But you don't have to know, you don't even have to know what you're using. Now, when I'm doing a tutorial, I usually like to try to bring everything to the table that I think I'm going to use. That way I'm not bouncing on you guys. But a lot of times, look at that. That's luck right there. Got an extra piece. A lot of times I don't know what I'm using until I start creating, and it gets the creative juices flowing that I know what I want to add. So, you know, sometimes during your whole creation, you might have sort of a vision of what you're wanting, and you just start, and then you just let it come to you as you go. It's not rocket science. You can't fail. It's your business. Or it's your hobby, your wreath. Missed the bag completely. I'm going to try to keep this big old thing in view the whole time. I think I have a pretty good angle going on the camera today. I'm just working my way around. Bring some down here a little bit. And so the reason I didn't start this ahead of time is because I wanted you guys to be able to see it from start to finish. I wanted you to see about how long it takes and just the whole process of how I do it. Because a lot of times with crafters who teach, you know, they do steps ahead of time and then you're like, well, it's really the simple part that I can't figure out. So I hope that this helps. Oh yeah, definitely gonna have to go get some more burlap, I think, out of the garage. So I went and completely bought out Hobby Lobby of their polka dot ornaments. Took 2 trips and 6 buggies, but I got them because those are my go-to for my Christmas garlands. And yes, they're only 40% off right now, but if I wait until they're 50% off, I run that risk of someone else getting them, and that is just not a risk that I'm willing to take. Been there, done that. So I would rather get them and pay $1 more, $1.50 more per box. I bought out, it's the 3-pack of the polka dots in like they're by the Grinch stuff in the Very Merry Christmas theme section. And it's the 3-pack of the white, green, and red polka dots. And also the 3-pack of the white, green, and red, but they're like, they have circular stripes up and down. So they're the same size, and they kind of give off the same vibe. So I go ahead and buy both styles. That way I can make, I usually try to get enough to do 150 garlands for Christmas, if that tells you anything. Yeah, I'm gonna need some more burlap. I'm running a little low. I'll need a little bit more though. And my burlap that Ellis finally got in is my favorite. The Hobby Lobby 2 has burlap, and it's $5 a roll. We're gonna use about 2.5 rolls, maybe 2 1/4. So again, still $15 for the mesh, which is good with me. It's not crazy expensive. However, I did like it when mesh used to be $3 a roll, which was last year. Really hoping things start getting back to normal. The part that scares me is that they're getting this price now, so when things do go back to normal, these prices are still going to stay the same. That's the part I don't like. Okay, guys, I'll be right back. Hang on just a second. All right, sorry, I'm back. Trying to pick up my trash as I go. Because these garlands, oh, you think a wreath gets messy. If you're working with a garland and all those supplies, if you do not clean up as you go, you're about to have a mess on your hands. All right, let's just apply these and see where they take us. I do love the way this is looking though. It's coming together beautifully. And it's already thickening up. Like, I was really worried about how skinny that garland was, but really all the other garlands I work with are super skinny too. And this burlap, because it has that jute in it, it's easy to glue to, so it just, not only does it widen it, but gives us more substance to attach to. So close. I only need like a few more pieces. So close. We're gonna make it. And y'all, this is just a template. Again, I do all of my bases this exact same way. And this is a flocked base. I would do it the same way if I had a colored base. But when I'm just using my regular skinny green bases, I use 3 colors. I put the mesh a little bit closer together, and it majority covers that green up. And then the rest of the green gets covered up when you put your supplies on there. But this is the same template I use for all my garlands. Holy moly, we made it. Whew. That was a workout. Lord. Okay. Moving on. Oh, my nose. Oh, this burlap. Oh. Itching like crazy. All right, let me straighten this thing back out. Make sure we're in good camera view here. There we go. Okay. Now, I brought my ribbons because I did not know how I wanted to run this yet. So, what I have is these 4 so far. And now I see that I don't have much of this, so this is probably going to be unusable. I don't know, we'll see. But I have this 4-inch, and it is a glitter buffalo plaid, basically. And that came from Ellis last year. It's $30, but it's like 40% off. This super cute black and white Christmas tree. This came from Craft Outlet. And this burlap netting, which I think is amazing, and it came from Hobby Lobby. As far on my garlands, I like to do a runner ribbon and then bows. So for my runner ribbon, I am going to use this wool buffalo, I guess you would call it wool, buffalo plaid or check. I was kind of confused. I call it buffalo plaid. Anyway, that's going to give it that warm, traditional, Christmassy feel I really like. And I have 50 yards of it, so there you go. All right, so I'm going to start off with a tail, and I'm going to pinch it. I'm going to come down here to my end and take those 2 ties that we're tying that burlap in with and just wrap it around. So I got my starting point. Now, I take it and just kind of loop it, go to the outside, do another pinch and come in and twist it in. Now, I come to the inside, do another loop, pinch it, and twist it in. Come to the outside again, pinch, and twist it in. All right, you're tired of my voice yet? Pinch and twist it in. But that's it. That's what I do. So I have 3 loops going down. And then I run it across the top to about the same point here that I stopped. Pinch and twist it in. Now leave this one a little bit bigger because remember this is going to be spread out on a door, so you don't want it to be pulled super tight. Are my twisties. And now I'm just going to mirror it and follow the same pattern down And we're going to go outside. Now make sure your ends are even so you can match these up here. They don't have to be perfect, but, you know, a little bit. For all my OCD people. A little bit. Which, I don't know if you can be a crafter and be OCD. Oh, my family's home. Let's go ahead and shut that door. It might get a little loud. I tried to make it before they got home, and that didn't work. Okay. Pinch it. Twist it in here. And then we're going to finish it off down here. Going to the outside. Finish it at the bottom. I'll cut it off. We're going to go ahead and dovetail these ends. More than likely they're going to be covered up, but just in case, don't want to leave bland ends. All right, so now we have our base.